I found a job advertisement that sounds wonderful, but it is another state where I don't want to move to. At what point in the application process should I say, could I work remotely? Awesome question, Heard. Everybody. So this is a phenomenal question for so many reasons. It's not just, can I work remotely? So let's talk big picture, then let's talk small picture. First thing, anytime, all right, this is the advanced class. Anytime, not the first thing I'm going to say, but the second or third thing I'll say. Anytime you want something, you do not ask until your stock is the highest. That's lesson number one. Your stock is not highest at the beginning. Heard knows this, okay? So he or she wants to know at what point. Second thing about asking. You need to not request or make acceptances midway through the process. Let me be really clear. This is really, really important. Let's say Heard wants to work remotely. Heard wants Fridays off. Heard wants cell phone reimbursements. Heard wants a bigger bonus, and Heard wants a bigger salary. At the end of the day, going to go through the process, wants all these things. If let's just give you time frames. Start the interview on Monday, finish the interview process on Friday. On Wednesday, Heard and I are on the phone. We're talking, we're doing a video Zoom, and Heard says, you're in Chicago, Andy. I don't really want to work there. Heard, no problem. You work remotely. Okay? That's great. Now Friday comes around, I give you the offer. You already took something from me, which gives you that much less negotiating power, okay? Because this is chess, not checkers, and you want a lot of things, not just the working remotely, okay? Now, I don't know what you want. I'm just saying most people will have several things that they need. But the more things that you need that are not accommodated for, the greater the likelihood some other things that you need will be accommodated for. So you don't want to come to me on Wednesday, open up the conversation, and say, can I work remotely? If I offer it up and say, hey, I noticed you're in Pennsylvania, I'm in Chicago, would you consider moving? And you'd say, well, is there a possibility I can work remotely? Now I threw it on you. And I say, yeah, you can work remotely. I gave you one. Same thing, same outcome, same emotional principle, same, you just lost the negotiating chit. Now, you don't say anything. It doesn't come up. It comes up on Wednesday, or something. You don't say anything on Monday. It comes up on Wednesday. On Wednesday, I say, Heard, you're in Pennsylvania, I'm in Chicago. Have you considered moving? I've considered all possibilities, Andy. I'm open to whatever, and if we're right for each other, I'm sure we'll be able to come to something amenable. Let's figure that out if we get down to the end. Same tactic I give you all the time, every single day, every single moment until you get the offer. You don't want to ask for anything, and you don't want to accept anything. Okay? You push me off because when we get to Friday and I give you the offer, you say, okay, look, you gave me 100. I really want 110. You gave me a 20% bonus. I really want 25. You said we can work 4 10-hour days. I have to pick up my kid who lives far away on Fridays. Okay, now, all right, now I want your whole list at once. And now you don't want to come to Chicago. You want to stay in Pennsylvania. You want to put that in the pile. Okay? Why? Because if that's the only thing you care about, you just now gave me 4 things. Andy, I'm giving you 4. I'll take the 100. I'll take the 20% bonus. I'll take the having to work Fridays if I could work remotely. Do you see the difference and the power and your ability to say, well, Andy, I gave you 3. Now, you won't use those words, but that's what's going through my head. All right, you know what? Okay, you can stay home. You've got to know this. You've got, if you start collecting things along the way, you have no negotiation leverage at the end. Hey, I already gave you this, I already gave you that. Now you're a pain in my butt. right? You just keep asking for stuff. You know what? What's going through my head is you're gonna be an unhappy employee. You're never gonna be satisfied. What happens? You do it my way. Dad Hurd's a great guy. Boy, he stomached all those things I couldn't give him. He's gonna be a great one. You're the same guy, right? And you just save that chit till the end with all the other chits that you wanted to cash in. This is important stuff. This is why people don't get paid what they deserve. This is why you don't have negotiation power at the end. Okay, so and going back to my boot camp, this is the kind of stuff we review because on Wednesday you made a mistake that cost you on Friday. Right? Salary negotiation is not about getting up to the table and having a great dialogue. It's about all the things you didn't do along the way to raise your negotiation leverage. Okay? So what you do, what you don't do, what you say, what you don't say, all that matters equally. You could have crushed yourself 2 days before and didn't know it. You might think I'm being dramatic. I'm telling you, this is what happens. You're leaving money on the table, or you're leaving concessions on the table. That's a great question.